The Front Bottoms are an indie pop-punk rock duo from New Jersey. Brian plays acoustic guitar and sings lead vocals, and Mathew plays drums and mans the bullhorn, providing an approach to rock music that no one can quite pin down. We're here in their van while they play a show at the Basement here in Columbus, so that kind of sets the stage for us. If you guys could characterize your sound in any way, how would you guys describe it?
Dance, acoustic, punk, pop, rock and roll.
Yeah, definitely rock and roll.
At what point did you two discover that you were both musicians, and how did the Front Bottoms come out of your friendship?
I still don't think I've discovered I'm a musician. Right?
No, you've definitely discovered you're a musician.
Okay.
You do it every night. Yeah, it was either that or just we would be hanging out with each other, just hanging. When we first started the band, it was just me and Matt. And then Matt's older brother Brian joined the band, and he was definitely like a founding member of the band, and we released some stuff with him. And then we have a friend Drew Villaforte, who he is right now, he comes on tour with us and plays, and he comes into the studio with us and plays, so he's a very, very big part of the band. The Front Bottoms is just me and Matt, but if there was another Front Bottom, it would be Drew Villaforte. There is an awesome story about the album art in general.
Okay.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Matt?
I got a birthday card, and it was of that drawing, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So then I asked Jenny, who drew it, to draw one of Brian, looking like straight on, like make it so you could tell it's Brian. And then from there, I was like, oh, this could be our album art.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jenny Paloma is the girl who drew it. She's very, her art definitely has a personality about it, so it's nice. It's a very distinct style.
Okay.
If you want to get real freaky right now,
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, no. No way. That's
Yes, way.
awesome.
A tattoo of my best friend.
Like, I'll have like 30 seconds of a song, and then I come to Matt and I'm like, what do I do now? And he really molds it. I'm just a lump of clay in Matt's strong fingers. I would feel so much more comfortable if we could just play 15 to 30 second songs and just have like 100 of them that we would just get up and play, you know? But like, unfortunately, it's kind of like people won't really go for that.
Yeah.
But
In your songs, there are often other instruments besides your guitar and your drums, Matt. When do those parts come into the song?
as we're making the songs, we'll be like, you know, let's try to let's trick somebody into playing a cool guitar part over this. Yeah, it usually comes together at some point.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
some point, the song will come together, hopefully. Some of them don't, though. Sometimes people are like, you know, how much money did you spend on those videos? And, like, when I look at them, like, how much money could we have possibly spent on those videos? Like, what the hell are you talking about? But, like, it's just, we get an idea, and we find somebody with a nice camera, and we say, please film this for us.
It's like $50 for like a couple
Pizza, yeah, and glow
Yeah.
sticks. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is there a true story behind your song Rhode Island?
We played this punk festival in Rhode Island, very DIY festival in the middle of a field, and they kind of just like mowed down all these like cornfields and made little trails to stages, and you could play. So we met a lot of cool people there. And the first night we got there was this guy. He had like just pants on. He had lost his shirt. It seemed to lose his shoes.
He was having a good time, basically.
He had a backpack with him. He was very scratched, and we called him the zombie kid because we didn't know what was going on. So the next morning, we saw him fully conscious and walking around, and we went up to him and we were like, dude, are you okay? Like, just to make sure you're good. And he's like, yeah. And he started, like, friendly conversation. He's like, I'm actually on, I live in Vermont, and this is my summer plan. And it was, like, June at this point. And he's like, I want to bike to Florida. I want to bike. He's like, do you guys know the best way to bike through New York City? And
we were like, no, dude.
Just because I live near, I don't know the best way. And then he's like, yeah, like, I'm doing it. And I was super impressed. And I was like, what do you have with you? And he had like this backpack full of just prescription pills and drugs. And it was just like, good luck, dude. I wish you the best of luck. And
I hope you don't die.
Later that summer, we were playing a show in New York City. It was like August about, so this is like 2 months had passed, and he was there, and he made it to South Carolina, and he was like, he had enough, and he had to go back. So, but he came home with an empty backpack and
All the
he definitely had a very good time.
He basically ran out of pills in South Carolina and was like, I gotta go home.
Thank you for taking the time to do this, guys.
You're very welcome.
There is a map in my room, on the wall of my room, and I've got big